Hello everyone, my name is Builder. I'd like to welcome you back into another episode of MineColonies. I hope you're having a great day so far. So if you can hear very faintly, there are some new nature noises from a recent mod install, which are really cool because now, the walking on certain things, you could kind of hear it. Sounds like a little bit more realistic, and you could hear some of like the nature sounds from the woods. So I'm a huge fan of this one. I updated our list down below to include some more recent mods, and of course over on our Discord I included a complete list of mods as well there. But today we're standing in front of this giant dugout area, which I myself did not dig out, and something I probably should have known but didn't know is that you can have your builder actually do digging and filling on your behalf, which is very cool and very useful, especially when I have this just running to AFK a little bit. The one thing is that for some reason they trim part of the trees and just out of like the block area. But yeah, we haven't really played around too much with the actual build tool. So for those who don't know, you can actually use your build tool to add certain features and whatnot. So like here, you can add in a well, and there's a whole list of things that you can add in your world. So one of the cool things, which I think there were like tennis courts, and that there's fields, but I think there were like tennis courts or other various things like that. But you can see there's like a pretty full list here. So if you just right click in an area there, you can pretty much go through and see all the different options and that, and then the different wood types as well. But the one thing that's pretty interesting to me is you can put a well in, so maybe we'll look to do that sometime soon. But the thing that was pretty interesting to me was that with the dig option here and the fill option here, you could define an area for your builder to carve out. So I've been trimming this area back because we're actually going to be putting in today's build next to our blacksmith's hut there. So what I'm going to do really quickly is just demonstrate this, because I was playing around with it a little bit. So let's get this in the position so you can see there's like the borders of it here, the white lines. And like every other build, you could kind of move it around. So you could see what's going to happen if we have it at this level is essentially it's going to trim all of the dirt from like this level and then leave this level here. But we can adjust it down where it'll come all the way to the ground. So it'll clear out all of the blocks that are above this level here in this area, so you don't have to worry about, you do this and then they come and they dig down one layer here just because they're digging everything else down. That was like my original fear with it, but it turns out that's not the case, and they'll clear everything in their path here. So let's actually assign this over so you can see this little GUI pops up where you could pick a builder to do it. So we have our two Maddox and Emmy. Let me just click on Emmy here, and you just click build building, and you can see you get the little scaffolding or the little, construction tape around it. And Emmy will pick up the job and come over and dig this all out. So while she's doing that, I'm going to have Maddox focusing on our build today. So that way, I could kind of take a look at this when this is done. And it's a very similar, I should demonstrate the fill option. So let's head on over here. Along the way, let me just show some of the stuff that we've been working on. So we upgraded our fisherman's hut to level 3, which I think it looks really cool. I really like the tiles on the roof there. Our fisherman now has like a widow's wharf, I believe is the correct term up there for that, which is cool. And then there's like a little lighthouse out here in the water a little ways now. Very small one, but very cool. And she's got a boat over here now too, so that's good there. And we actually upgraded the blacksmith's hut as well. Let me just show that off here. So looking great over here. We added in a ton of recipes here, because when we upgraded it, I'm up to 18 different recipes. And this has been great. People have been a lot more self-sufficient. Even they can make mine carts, iron bars, trapdoors, doors, shields, buckets. And then the other big thing, which has always been an issue, is that our fisherwoman goes through fishing rods pretty quickly. But I've been using iron fishing rods because they seem to have a little bit of a higher durability, and it turns out that the blacksmith can craft a iron fishing rod. I'm not sure. I don't think that they can craft a regular one. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But it's something nifty because, again, we have more than enough iron with our iron farm. So we're never going to have a shortage of it. And we recently had a raid just before I started recording this. So we're actually just going to set up camp in here tonight. So let me just pop down and sleep very quickly, so we don't have to run all the way back to the town hall. But yeah, so it's been really nice having the blacksmith here, and it's been a lot more efficient that people have been able to get the tools that they need. And I made sure to set in each one a minimum inventory for the tools that they use, so that they'll put the request in before they even need it. So like for here, she's got 2 iron fishing rods sitting in here, but again, I think I set the minimum stock to 3, so I think it's probably because she took one. But he should get an order to replace this one now, because she'll put in a request for it. There she is. There. So I set that up for most of our production buildings, so that way they have extra tools on them, so that they can continue to work, and that they'll be, when their tool breaks, they could just come and get a new tool. Because, for example, here, yeah, I set 3 iron pickaxes, and there's 2 in there. I guess I'm assuming that they're grabbing them, or he could be delivering some, or he's picking some stuff up, it looks like. There, the 2 courier situation's been great. We also upgraded our forester's hut to level 3, which is good. And then, we've had the 2 couriers' huts here, and it's helped out tremendously. And previously we did the warehouse, which has been a huge help. And I'm actually growing some extra sugarcane. It's the summer here now in the world, and we are very, very low on paper and sugarcane in general. So in addition to our automated farm, I pulled some over here and have been monitoring it and going around and grabbing it every so often. But I've actually been flattening this out a little bit more with the help from our builders, because we're eventually going to put a house here for ourselves. I filled up some of the holes down here where some nasty things were spawning, or our golems were getting stuck in. So I've been going around doing that, growing a little bit of cotton over here, because we have a string shortage as well. And yeah, so we've been doing a lot of upgrading. I'm just going to head up here now, because we did a few upgrades up this way too. We still have a bunch more to go, including the university, which that's going to be a pain, I can already tell. But yeah, right here, you can see now our restaurant has become massive, and has a bathroom up there on the upper floor now. But let's just head inside. The main reason that we did this was because we were actually running very low on space. We got the extra space now, but it looks like she's filling up. We're making our way through all of the eggs that we have, but food is definitely not a issue at all. So, but we just needed the extra space. So we have our restaurant all upgraded. We'll be looking to do the hospital soon as well. None of the houses have been upgraded yet. That's something that we're going to have to do as well. And as I mentioned last time, we modified the way that we do our farming here. And, we have the extra field now for potatoes. So our farmer is now growing wheat, carrots, and potato. We upgraded our cowhands hut. Like I said, we were very productive on stream this week here. And we also upgraded our plantation over here. So now we can have 8 sugarcane growing there at a time. And we started building houses over here. So we went with like a wooden house design for right over here. I think it's a good contrast, I think, because we have a lot of stone in this area. So it'll kind of change it up a little bit. But I think because I was having Emmy, our builder, clear out some space over here as well, and Maddox too. So I think we're going to put in a couple more houses going down this way. So we're going to start making more of a use of this area. And yeah, this is actually perfect, because I'm going to show off the fill part of this now. But yeah, I think we're going to have some houses like coming down, and we might make like a little residential area over here as we start to open up this land and terraform this land over here as well, because it's starting to get a little crowded down our way. So let me head down here, because I've been filling this in little by little here. But again, let me just click right here, and we'll go over to, oh, and I'm getting very, very hot. So let's try to cool off. It is the middle of summer. Let's run down here into the abyss. It is very hot over here. It seems to be in the summer months. So let me just demonstrate very quickly before we burn up what's going on here. So again, same principle, except this time, we're going to have to pay attention to the upper end, because when I was messing around with this, if you don't lower this down, she'll fill all of this space up with like dirt. So again, we want to go down to the area, or actually we're on dig, I should do on fill. And again, we're going to have a little bit of a flash warning right now. But yeah, so you can kind of see here, so it creates like those temporary blocks. You can see it's going to be snug on this level, and then we just position it the way that we want. So we'll start by filling it in here. Now, of course, these blocks that are, flickering right now, she's not going to do anything to these blocks. So like, it's at the level it's supposed to be. These solid blocks are where the issue is, where she needs to fill in. So you can see like we just dropped down there. So all of that solid area, she will fill in with dirt. So we'll go ahead and confirm this. And she says 512. She's not actually going to need that many. We have over 4,500 dirt, but she's not actually going to need that many. It seems to just say that like by default. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And again, it puts the construction tape up around here. So it's a slow process, but again, like if you set a bunch of these up in a row, you can go do something else while they go ahead and terraform on your behalf. So I'm definitely going to start utilizing that more, especially with taking back this hill, because it's getting us more cobblestone and more dirt in our reserve, so we can use it for other things. And, it's definitely going to help us have the more material. We're going to be able to clear out space, so that way, I can assign them a couple projects, and then can do some AFKing at our farms. And that way, like they're being productive in the background, I can AFK or do something else in the world. So I'm very happy with that discovery. I'm sure a lot of people know about that, but I found that out today, and I was very excited about that. So yeah, those are pretty much the updates. Of course, we changed over our area over here as we start moving our farms across the river on the other side, and eventually we'll be moving our animals over as well and putting another farmhouse in here. So we can have someone maintaining this side of the field as well. So that way we're getting more and more crops into our storage area. Their ghost pirate ship is still out there for now, and we are getting hot again. This area always seems to be the hottest in the summer up here. I think it's a little bit more elevated. So let me just dip into the water. Here, the tough as nails mod, making it difficult. So let's just drink up a little bit. Uh-oh. See some things spawning down here. So we'll definitely look to fill fill this area in, because we do got some dark spots down here, unfortunately, there. So I could light it up, but we'll have Emmy take care of this and flatten this out a little bit more, and probably have her take care of this gaudy mess under here from our other farm that was there. So, but yeah, so something to keep in mind, like I said, with the heat and that, I always have to be careful up here. So let me just drink a little bit more here so we can heal just a bit. And yeah, those are pretty much all the updates that I have, in the world. We've been busy, and, there's definitely a lot more to do. We're going to be doing a lot more upgrading on our streams coming up here, including the university one. But I think before we do the university one, and this kind of leads into what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be building a smelter. And the smelter is a little bit different than the stone smelter. So the ore smelter is going to be needed first. So this week we're going to build the ore smelter, and then we're going to build the stone smelter. And the reason being is just because this is going to require a ton of stone brick. And, it's going to be something that it's going to be a lot easier to automate. and that we're going to have a lot of cobblestone in storage, so that way that could just be taken over to the smelter, and the smelter's going to be able to smelt all that up. It's going to make a lot of these upgrades a lot easier, because right now we've had to do it by hand, but the more that we can automate, the better off it is, so we could just focus on getting some of the specialty things that are needed. So to unlock the smelter, though, there is some research that is required. Let me just pop into here and show off some of the research that we've been doing recently. So, of course, I've been staying up to date and trying to do as much research as we can here. So we've made some progress. We unlocked the stonemason's hut. It's here getting hot again there. And what I should do, because it's summer, where's the bucket? All right, let's run outside and take a bath very quickly here. And let's just jump in. Very tough in the summer months. I also have to. I was doing some updating of the mod pack, so I think some of the settings got thrown off a little bit. But anyways, where were we? Coming in here to the research, so I've been trying to stay on top of it the best that I can. Let me just show off here. Some of it right now we're doing the seving, which that'll be the sifter's hut will be a huge bonus when we can get that going. But you can see some of the other research here that we've been doing, and under here, we've been doing a bunch of research as well. So as much as we could, there are a few things that are unlocked, but it's something that it'll take a little bit of time to get there. But yeah, so you're going to have to do the research to unlock the smeltery first. So it does take a little bit of time. I think it was one of the half an hour ones. I'm trying to see, because it's one of these, because we did it before. There it is, the hot one. So unlocks the smeltery. So it'll just be about a half an hour or so, and then you can see right here the Flintstones one, which is the one we'll want to do, is coming up. So probably next week on stream we'll look to upgrade our new smeltery to level 3, so we can unlock our stone smeltery there. So we'll have, that'll need 64 stone bricks, which we could definitely come up with that, but we'll have to do that one. That'll be about an hour of research there. So yeah, so the research is going to be the first key thing to do. We have all our basic research done there, so now we could get on to some more of the advanced research when we start getting some more buildings unlocked and we get the necessary materials. So let me just jump right into our little pool here just to cool off again. But let's head down to where it is a little bit cooler down here. And we're going to build the block, of course. We always need to build the block here at our crafting table. And let me grab... Actually, I don't know if we have any... Thanks. Let me just break down a whole bunch there. But to make the smeltery, we're going to put wood planks all around the side there. And I'm just realizing I don't have any iron in my inventory down there. I have it up there, so let's try that again. And we'll put that around the edges there. We'll put that in the middle and take our builder tool. And there's our smeltery. So we'll take that, put that down there. The coolness down here, always a lot more temperate, but also very brutal in the winter. So let's head on over. You can see all our golems are just kind of hanging out here and chilling. But it looks like Emmy did some stuff. It looks like she took some wood, some trees down here. So we'll check back in on this. She's definitely done some, because this was not like this before. But we'll find out what happened to her there. But we're going to try to fit it in right here. So it's possible too, I might have to do a little bit more clearing in the back here. But let's take a look now. Of course, when we put this down, there will be some flashing. So if you are sensitive right now, it is a good idea to look away as we place this down. So let me go ahead and use our build tool, and let me change. There we go, to the smeltery. And I think it seems like stone is an appropriate type for the smeltery there. So, oh, okay, great. It's not that big. And it looks like this is the opening to it here. So let me try to line this up. We're trying to keep all of these fairly lined up if we can. You can see the outer edge of the torches are right here. So it would appear that this area is pretty good. We'll leave a little bit of space in between the buildings. And let's just take a look at this at level 5 here to get an idea. And, oh, we're going to have to move that over. There we go. So go about right here. But it looks like just following it over, because eventually we want to put in a sidewalk. Actually, might have to back it up one. There we go. We'll want to put in like a little sidewalk through here. So just making sure that we're all lined up correctly. Man, I love those nature sounds. It's just so calming. And that with the birds and that. But great. Okay, so this is level 5. That is that is pretty big, considering where it starts so small. So, but a little bit of room in the back here. But looking good. Wow, look at that. Okay. Great. Well, this is looking really good. This is the front here, so let's go ahead. This will be the level 1 one, so pretty basic. So let's go ahead and let's place it down. Great. Looking good, and it looks like it does line up as I had hoped. Yep, it's lining up here, so there shouldn't be anything built past this block here. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the Smeltery block. So yeah, we'll take a closer look at these later on, and we do have a worker that'll be ready to assume the position here. But let's take a look here at what's needed to construct. So we could see a cobblestone wall, a furnace, cobblestone torch, dirt, crafting table, cobblestone stairs, and cobblestone slab. So yeah, not that much. This should hopefully be a pretty quick build, and hopefully should be pretty easy to upgrade as well. So let me go ahead and assign Maddox onto this. So we'll get him building there, and I'll probably start having them trim this area back a little bit more too, and doing a little bit more in the front here, I think, as well. Maybe we'll start having them clear out some of these trees as well and open this area up a little bit more, because I think we're probably going to use maybe our blacksmith's one somewhere over here. We'll have to see how we have this line up here. So yeah, what we're going to do right now is I'm going to cut out, and we'll come back in, we're going to take a look at the finished build, and then we're going to go through the GUI a little bit, and I'll talk a little bit more about what the Smeltery does. So stay tuned, and we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, and we're back. So didn't take that long to build. A pretty easy build. I just had to get Maddox a few slabs and whatnot, but nothing too much. Like I said, we're we're closer to getting our stone smelter, so that way we can hopefully teach the stone smelter a lot of those recipes. But yeah, not too difficult of a build. So pretty basic to begin with, and also, Emmy really cleared this area out a ton. She just finished up over here, so I'm going to have her probably take this little T-looking thing, somewhat of a T-looking thing, out, and take out a little bit more over here too. But let's take a look over here at the block here. So of course, we could go ahead, and Jesus who will be our smelter here. So let's go ahead and hire Jesus. Jesus should be coming over soon. So you see that, of course, we have the option for the fuel that's going to be used to smelt the ores. I think for right now, because we do have our lava farm, and I suppose, we could train to use lava, but I think my hesitancy with that is that it's going to, he's going to go through it, and he's only going to smelt like one thing at a time. And then, it's kind of a waste, and then he's going to be going through buckets like very quickly. And there's our smelter right there. So I think what we might do is we might use oak. Where is, we want our oak wood? Or yeah, where is our, so many different oak things to burn. Oak log, there we go. All right, and we'll also throw in some spruce logs as well, so he could use both of those as fuel. And a minimum stock, I'm not going to set one right now. And well, actually, we will set one. So we'll do an oak log stack, and we'll also do a spruce log stack. So that way he's always got fuel. So that's right. We should set that at least there. So we set our minimum stock so that way he'll always have some fuel so he could just get right to work. And now the cool thing, and I'll explain here because there's going to be some ores, like you could see moon iron ore, and you're probably like, that's not in vanilla Minecraft, which is true. So you see like the Venus gold ore. So we do have a Beyond Earth mod pack installed here, which eventually we can go to space, which will be cool. I love all the mods that we have for here. That'll be cool to do. But you could see, there's a couple different planets that we can go to, so we can get diamond from Venus or get a gold ore from there, and then Galatio, which I think is like Pluto. You can get some coal from there. So it's pretty cool because it lets you moon cheese or. But that's pretty cool because it kind of integrates that pack in and lets you be able to smelt those down as well. So if we go there, we silk touch these, we could bring them back and have our smelter process them. So that'll be pretty cool. So you can see all the different ones here. We'll leave everything on, but it is again just for ores. The smelter here again. If you want stone, it'll have to be the stone smelter to do it, but you need this smelter first. So this will just break down any of the ores that we have in our inventory, because again, when our miner grabs them, it's almost like they have silk touch, even though they don't have a silk touch tool, because they just store the ore. So you get you still get the XP if you break it. It's like the coal comes out still like within the cobblestone, and you have to mine it down if you want to get to the coal. But the good thing here is that he's going to be able to break a lot of this stuff down, so that way they can use it for other items that they need within the colony here. And one of the other benefits of it is that the smelter strength level will sometimes double or triple the ingot output of ores. So we have the possibility with some ores to get some extra ore out of it. So we might be able to get maybe extra diamonds, or that the smelter will apply fortune to the ores that they smelt. So it's something in 1.18. So it's something that, we might be able to actually grab some extra ores out of this, which would be really, really cool. So yeah, so that is that there. I'm very excited to see this at work. I don't think he has not much. He's got a book on him, but it does look like and some coal, and actually dropped off a lot of coal. So we'll see if he uses coal or if he just breaks the coal down, or what he does there. So it looks like he must be requesting more wood. That's very cool. So we'll do an update on the next video about this as well. And yeah, so I showed Emmy clearing out this area. Let's just, right before we end here, let's just head back over to the other side of our colony here, and let's take a look at the place that she filled in. And also, I realized I forgot to give a little bit of an update on the plantation that I said I would give a little bit more in depth in our last episode. So let me just head on over here. We'll just drop into the pool here very quickly. All right. Took up all the water sources over here, so yeah, I probably should leave one down there. But let's take a look. She should have filled this in, and you can see the area right there where the grass is growing on the dirt blocks there, that she has filled it in, and it matches with the level that we wanted it to be at. So, I'm not sure how far up we're going to have her bring this. I think this is going to be a little bit of we're going to have to expand this out, so we might have to bump this area up so that the houses are equal there. But, we'll have to see. We might not bump up the whole area, though. But just a little bit of an update on the plantation. So there was a little bit of confusion the last time about, with the different signs, like what we could grow. Because, again, the only option was for sugarcane within the settings here. But, again, they had signs for a cactus and bamboo here, as well as sugarcane. So it turns out, again, the plantation can only grow one type of crop no matter what level it is. So if you wanted to have one of the, like a plantation grow sugarcane and grow bamboo and grow cactus, you'll have to have 3 plantations, not just a one. I do think my one critique here would be, it seems kind of wasteful, and I guess we'll see as we start to upgrade even more if they like use both sides. But again, like if they just keep extending this out little by little here, and then like essentially this is the only area that's used up like in the front here, it seems kind of wasteful to have like all of this space here, like just kind of sitting open. Like it'd be nice to have the option to almost do like a double sugarcane farm or figure something out to like utilize the space more fully, because it does seem like a little bit of a waste of space here. But just to kind of clear up that question, because last time I know I flip-flopped a few times on it, but yeah, so that's the update there. But yeah, I think as we're getting very hot, let me run back down. Hopefully there's not a creeper ducking out. I was just about to do the outro. Getting very hot. It is always extremely hot in this area. It's a good thing that our colonists aren't really affected by the tough as nails X, so like they don't get like very hot. Otherwise we'd have guards really in trouble because they come patrolling over here. But yeah, let's that'll be it for today's episode. I want to thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I hope you enjoyed the look at the smeltery there. If you did enjoy it, please consider dropping a like on the video. It really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. It's free and you'll always be notified when we go live. And it really, really does help the channel out tremendously, a lot. It really does. Helps more people be able to find our channel and our community here. And of course, we do have a Discord that's open to everyone. So if you have an interest in our Discord, the invitation link is in the About Me on YouTube there. So hope to see you over there. But yeah, next time we'll be looking to do the stone smeltery, which I am very excited for that one, because we're going to be able to finally be able to hopefully automate a lot of the smelting process, and might have to introduce lava buckets into this to try to help out with the smelting process, especially at some of the bigger builds, because they'll go through a lot of wood, and I just don't want us to drain down all of our wood, because I don't think that would be a good idea there. So, but thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.